Hey there, welcome to today's vlog, my 12 tips for you in regards to time management. Now, I hear this often. I don't have time to build my business. I don't have time to make these calls. I don't have time. I'm so busy. You guys, listen, we are all busy, right? But they're excuses. They're holding you back. You have to let them go. And so here today, I'm going to give you these 12 tips because I want to see you grow your business. Grow your business, grow yourself, grow your life, grow your income. And this is also going to be great tips you can share with your team. So let's just dive right in, okay? Tip number 1, and I have my notes here. Complete the most important task first. Why? Because if you find that something is a little scary, like you have to pick up the phone and do some calls, what have you, you want to get that out of the way. You want to tackle what scares you the most first, okay? So identify what the 2 tasks are and get that completed first, and you're gonna feel like a champion. You're gonna feel like you just set your day up for success because you did. All right, so that's tip 1. Tip 2, don't get stalled by unimportant details, and please do not get stalled on social media. Now, I know everyone's like in a frenzy between, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Google. I mean, you name it. There's just so much out there. YouTube. But it's a time sucker. It can literally zap your productivity. All right. And we don't want that to happen. So be really, really conscious of how much time you're spending on social media. Okay. Because like I said, it's going to lead to procrastination. And as I always say, procrastination is the thief of your opportunity. Okay. And I do not want that to happen for you. So tip number 3, learn to say no. This is a big one. I live with my mother and my sister that have a very difficult time saying no. And they always say, Julie, I need to be more like you. I need to learn how to say no. And it's not that you're being rude to somebody, but you really must prioritize your goals, your vision. Where are you going with your business? And if it's going to cut into income producing time, well, you have to be a little bit stingy and say, no, we can't do everything. So you need to realize what's most important and say no to anything that's not going to service your business. And it doesn't mean you're a bad person, because I know that that's also something that people, they feel like they're being, bad to a friend, to a neighbor, to a spouse. You're not. You just need to take some time to create and foster and know what you're building in your business, okay? 4, focus on one task at a time. My goodness, holy moly, especially for us women, we always want to multitask, right? We do like 5 things at once. Listen, I know, I've been there. But what it's doing is it's stealing your focus and your time. It is literally zapping anything that you're trying to create for your future business. So you only want to focus on one thing at a time. It'll destroy your progress. Number 5, be organized. Have a system set in place. This is really, really crucial. If you're working on your business 1 hour a day, that's awesome. That's all you need in this profession. 60 minutes a day, that's what I say. And that's how I built. So you want to get really diligent and focused within that 60 minutes of productivity on exactly what you're doing. So you want to have a system set in place. Number 6, feed the mind, body, and soul. You need to decompress at times. Us entrepreneurs, we put ourselves on the back burner because we're trying to get everything done. But understand, you want to move your body. You want to do something. Exercise is so important. Even if it's just 20 minutes a day of stretching, what have you. I do yoga. It's a no compromise policy. My workouts are so important. And I'll tell you, it gets the juices flowing. So yoga, cardio, strength training, even just go outside and take a walk, whatever it is. Like I said, it doesn't have to be long. Eat healthy. That's super important as well. I know sometimes I get stuck at my computer and I'm going like hours without eating. I have to set a timer on my phone to remind me to go and grab something. Because again, you're going to zap into your energy and we don't want to do that. All right, 7, wake up earlier. Here's a really good tip. And I know for some people, including myself, it could be how do I want to say this? It could be a struggle because we love our sleep, right? Let's face it. And I've had to switch. So I used to stay up late because my kids were sleeping, my husband was sleeping, and it was my time to get my stuff done. Now, if you reverse it and you do it first thing in the morning, it's a different feeling. Like you wake up, you feel refreshed, and you feel like you have things accomplished before the kids even just like get out of bed, which is so awesome. And you feel good. So again, you want to tackle that thing that scares you the most first, or if you want to like do a social media post, or it's probably too early to call a prospect, but just get whatever you can done at that point, even if it's just for 30 minutes before your kids wake up. Okay. Tip number 8. A little on the weekend goes a long way. Yes, it does. If you put 1 hour on a Saturday or Sunday towards your business and not leave everything for Monday, you don't feel so congested on Monday with a lot to get done, right? And pressured. So utilize those weekends. That's a great time for me because my husband, he's home from work. He's with the kids. Our 2-year-old is taking a nap. I know what time he takes a nap. So then my husband's out playing with our other little boy, our 6-year-old. And it's nice because then I get to come in the office at least for an hour. And then I get go get the play for the rest of the day. So it really does help when Monday comes along that you don't leave everything until Monday. All right, tip number 9, use downtime to do something. So if you're on the train during a commute going to work, if you're in your car commuting, stuck in traffic, if you're at the doctor's office, listen to a personal development audio. If you're sitting there, read a book. If you're at a place where you could read a book, right? Not when we're driving. Just use any sort of downtime. I make my vehicle like a rolling school. Honestly, I'm always listening to an audio. And I know sometimes it can be challenging with the kids in the car, but there's a lot of times where I don't have the kids in the car and I will listen to something, or they now know that mommy's listening to her CD. And then we do like half time for them, half time for mommy. Okay. So again, just figure out what works, but use downtime for something. Tip number 10, be a professional. Okay. So you want to do something every day that is going to push you forward in your business and you want to commit to it. All right. Like I said, I know we only have the same 24 hours in a day, but what's different of those that succeed and those that don't is you're utilizing that time and you're acting like a professional. You're not treating your business like a hobby, okay? Be a professional, show up in your business. Tip 11, huge, eliminate all distractions. You guys, if I am doing a power hour, I have to shut my phone off. I have to get out of email. I am out of all social media. I am literally like, there's no distractions for that hour. And it's super important, again, because you want to laser focus. And then you want to declutter. Declutter, yes, whatever you need in your office. I mean, you just want to keep cleaning up. Declutter what is hanging out in your cupboards, in your closet, in your office, in your drawers, whatever. Just declutter, get more organized. It does go a long way, okay? And again, eliminate as many of those distractions as you can. Even if you have to take it in 30-minute chunks, take it in 30-minute chunks throughout your day of where you're doing some income-producing activities, right? And my final is tip 12 is enjoy what you are creating. And you guys, this goes for all of us. When you're building a new business, it is literally like birthing a new life, right? And so you have to be patient and you want to, just remember that it's something that you are nurturing and you're growing. If you've been in this for a while, a year or more, you're starting to feel maybe stressed or anxious that you're not at the place you want to be. Again, you want to just sit in stillness instead of go all the time and refocus and restructure your thinking on, okay, what can I do? What are my goals? Reset those goals, 30, 60, 90-day goals. What is my vision? Remind yourself, and then start taking action. If you're not where you need to be, it's most likely that you're not taking the action that you need to take. You haven't committed yet, all right? So have fun with it. You guys, have fun in this business. This profession is so amazing. And so I'm going to leave it there. As always, I wish you nothing but success in a life full of joy, purpose, and freedom. And I look forward to seeing you on my next vlog. Bye.